Okay. Good evening, one all present here. My name is Dr. Radha Damodaran. I am the Management Committee member CSI, and I am delighted to welcome you all for this wonderful session, Empowering Vision, Technology Tools and Strategies for Academic Success. On behalf of our team, the Computer Society of India, Coimbatore, I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. And we are thrilled to see such a diverse and enthusiastic group. And today we have very exciting session planned for you. Over the next 1 hour, definitely our goal is to provide valuable insights and practical knowledge that you can take away and apply to your own work or studies. And then now I would like to call our chairman, Mr. Sarvana Kumar sir, to deliver welcome speech.
Thank you, Dr. Radha Damodaran. Yeah. இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Computer Society of India Coimbatore chapter, it is my privilege to extend a heartfelt welcome to all of you participating in this unique webinar titled Empowering Vision, Technology, Tools and Strategies for Academic Success. This free and inclusive webinar is specifically designed to empower visually challenged individuals with the knowledge and tools they need to thrive in their academic pursuits. Our esteemed speaker for today is Mr. Karthik, a renowned trainer with a deep commitment to empowering the differently abled community. Mr. Karthik also serves as a visiting lecturer at the Government Arts and Science College, Avinashi, and his expertise extends to national and international presentations on topics concerning the differently abled. Through this session, Mr. Karthik will shed light on how technology can bridge barriers and create a more inclusive learning environment for visually challenged students. He will also provide practical demonstrations of commonly used assistive technologies such as screen readers and text-to-speech software. The CSA Coimbatore chapter is firmly dedicated to fostering an inclusive environment and empowering individuals of all abilities. In line with this commitment, we have planned for similar webinars in the near future as well. A warm welcome once again to all our participants. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Mr. Karthik for his willingness to share his valuable expertise specifically designed to empower visually challenged students. Without further ado, I would now like to hand over the stage to our Master of Ceremonies for the speaker introduction. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful welcome speech. Now I would like to call Mr. Dr. Venkatesan, Vice Chairman CSSCBA, to introduce the chief guest. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I am very happy to introduce our guest speaker for the day, Mr. G. Karthik, who is now pursuing his PhD in Mother Teresa University on the disability. He works in Avinashi Government College of Arts and Science as the GL of English. He's a great scholar in English. Interest towards his English make him to do his MPhil, MA English, BA, all, and interest to train the people. He presented papers in India and abroad, published in the publications. His interest to share his knowledge, his difficulty in his life to the other members. And I thank our chairman, Sarvana Kumar sir, making a very special, inclusive, interesting meeting for all of us. And thank Karthik to accept and come here. Over to Radha. Welcome to Karthik for his speech. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your introduction, sir. So I would like to call our chief guest. Sir, we are very honored to have you here and expressing about means you are going to give the knowledge about latest technologies, tools and strategies for the current generation. So warm welcome to you, sir. Please, stage is yours.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah,
Yes,
loud and
yes,
clear.
sir.
You're loud and clear.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Please
thank
go
you
ahead.
for your generous introduction, Venkat sir. And even First of all, I have to thank Saranand sir for having chosen this kind of topic for his interest and for the interest of people. When he approached me regarding this webinar, I was very much happy because this is one of the kinds of webinar that not only focused on people with visual impairment. I hope there are participants from other fields, the sense other area of interest, people who are looking for helping people with visual impairment, or social workers, even researchers. So in that connection, really this webinar is going to be a meaningful one. So whenever if you I was talking with people with visual impairment, we would share certain things among us. But when we are expressing our things with other people, they will get to know about the people with visual impairment, not in the junctures of sympathy, but in the junctures of empathy. That is what we always expect from non-disabled people. So in that connection, really, I express my heartfelt thanks to Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter, for having chosen this kind of topic. With this note, let us get into the today's business. That is, topic for this webinar is empowering vision, technology, tools, and strategies for academic success. So definitely, everyone would be enrolled in one of the institution for our studies. Whereas for people with visual impairment, they are facing lot and lot of issues to get enrolled in an institution where education is where education is taught in the balance of inclusivity. So there are three types of streams in the education field, like special education. And the second one is integrated education, and the third one is inclusive education. So the special education always
Presentation is not displayed, sir. Karthik
No,
sir.
no,
no.
look,
I didn't make any.
Okay, okay,
no. You see,
okay.
Dr. Venki, this is for visually challenged, so we don't need a presentation, I should say. Okay, so please proceed, Mr. Karthik.
Yeah, yeah, okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, with regard to this special education, people with disabilities, they will be only on focus. So a school will be a school or an institution will be maintained only to admit people with disabilities only. Whereas integrated education system, there both people with disabilities as well as people with non-disabilities also will be admitted, and a special resource person or resource people will be allotted to take care of these people with people with disabilities. On the other hand, inclusive education is there is no what is it, official person to always support or assist people with disabilities, but people with disabilities will be studying in an institution where all the non-disabled people are studying without any differences. That is what the main aim of this inclusive education system. So without any differences, they will be studying in such an institution. If it is needed, they will be assisted by certain people who are not necessarily in the same institution, but from the other areas, like the local libraries or local facilitation centers. Such a way, they will be assisted. So these are the three streams in the academic fields. I think this was the base. This serves as a base for our today's webinar. So with this intro, let me get into the technology first of all. So first and foremost, people with visual impairment got into the field of education with the invents of braille system. I think you would be all of you will be knowing about this braille system. By touching, we will read the things. We will read things which will be written in the braille format. That's what. So, for an example, I would say if you touch your ATM cards, the letters would be embossed, right? Such a way, there are 6 dots, especially made for this braille system. So under the within the 6 dots, the combination of different dots will make any letter. Not only English, not only what is it, Tamil or whatever it is. In any language, you can write things in braille format, right? So this is what the first and foremost step that provided wonderful opportunity for people with visual impairment to got into the field of education, because ultimately one just with the war instruction one cannot always pursue the study materials or pursue things for the examination purpose, right? So this braille system opened up a great opportunity for people with visual impairment to take notes, read books, and even write their examination also. Some extent, people with visual impairment are writing their examination on braille itself. So with that braille, most of the people with visual impairment got admitted in the special school, not in the first of all, not in the integrated education system or in the inclusive education system. Special school, in the special school with this braille, they got admitted, right? In the later period, this role of integrated education system, they got into this, gained their momentum, right? So once it gained, this integrated education system gained its momentum, people with visual impairment were were getting opportunities to study with non-disabled people. So this is what this is what the one of the landmark that is of what is it, evolution of technology, because until until then people were only mingling with the same kind of people who are also subject to visual impairment, whereas once they got the opportunity to mingle with non-disabled people, both non-disabled people also had a chance to get to know about people with visual impairment, and people with visual impairment also had an opportunity to be with non-disabled people, right? So they were able to befriend all those people, and they were able to deconstruct certain stigmas, right? Usually people with visual impairments are being stigmatized in a different way. So once the non-disabled people are coming closer to people with visual impairment, these stigmas and stereotypes were significantly deconstructed. And the third one, inclusive education system. So the first two things are very easy for people with visual impairment to get people with visual impairment to cooperate with it. Whereas the third one, that is a challenging one, a very challenging one. So in the inclusive education system, we need a great chance. We need great what are the provisions to get mingled with people, as well as to make the even I would say to convince the administration or the stakeholders to get admitted the people with visual impairment, because until then people with visual impairments were, as I told you, were subject to different stereotypes, or were subject to different stigmas, whereas in the inclusive system, with all these things should get deconstructed, and even I would say all these things should be zeroed out, so that without having any prejudice, their education will be ensured, or the quality of education will be ensured. So that is where the technology plays a crucial role, right? So after this break, we got this chance of recording things on the tape records, right? The cassettes, the normal cassettes will be there, right? So on the cassettes, we recorded our lessons on the cassettes. Whereas if you take the braille books, or if you take braille, it means that needs more effort, because um, a book, if you take an example, a book contains around over 60 or 100 pages. Thus, if you translate the book into braille format, the same book will take around 2 to 300 pages of braille sheets. So every day you cannot carry the same book to the class. One for just for 100 pages of book for one subject. If you are taking 300 pages of braille books, that is that will be in enlarged size, right? So that is not an easy task. So once the technology came into the picture, some extent the problems of people with visual impairments were addressed, and this barrier of what is it this braille things were addressed, and the things were recorded on the tape records, and every day on a daily basis they were able to listen to things, right? So that is what the technology made its change in the life of people with visual impairment, especially in the education of people with visual impairment. So after that tape records, there's a CD players. They came into the picture. These two were there for at least 3 to 4 decades. After that, once there's e-book readers, that is in form of Daisy reader, whatever it is, e-book readers came into the picture, really this inclusive education system gained its momentum. Until then, people were people with visual impairment were only had a chance to either they should have been admitted in special education system or else in integrated education system. That too, these two streams are only available in the school level only, not in the college level. So uh, if if a person with visual impairment comes into the college life, he or she has to face lot of hurdles. So once if he or she get trained by this technological advancement or the different tools invented by technology, easily they will be able to cope up with all the impediments that were there in inclusive education system. So this is what the significant change in the life of or in the academic experience of people with visual impairment. So once this ebook readers or the screen reader, right? Ebook readers, since that is a standalone device, but screen reader once came into the picture, this access to computer became easy. So once if you get an access to computer, surely you can explore the entire world. Like as if we are telling, if you have hold a phone, the entire universe is on your palm, right? So such a way we would say, right? In that case, so once we got the chance to access the computer, we had a chance to read different things, had a chance to what is at least I'm talking about the starting point where people with visual impairment were started to accessing the computer, right? So in that time, then only we had a chance to um, read the specific things only, not the entire things. The entire things, we were not in the position to read the entire things on net or entire things on different formats. Only we were able to, basically we were able to read text formats on Microsoft, some extent HTML pages, like very basic uh, this one, HTML pages are websites. So such kind of very limited opportunity only we had. But after this 20th century, that is 21st century, 2005 or even 2010, uh, most of the common websites like JSTOR, Project News, Taylor and Francis, these kind of very renowned and well recognized websites were started to ensure the accessibility of people with visual impairment. So that brought a great opportunity for people with visual impairment to access different materials with regard to their own fields, that is subject of fields, right? Even for children also, they can explore things with regard to their own subjects in the respective websites hosted by government or certain non-governmental organization also. So that is what the what is it main role of this technology, which significantly broke the barrier actually, because until then we what is it once what is it the material of computer is being has been referred to us, that would be a great thing for us, because we didn't have proper opportunity to maybe we were able to touch the computer physically, but we didn't have proper chance to explore it or operate it. But once this screen reader software came to the picture, we started to access the computer, and we started to make use of the computer for our own sake, right? So that is the remarkable point or remarkable time which significantly brought a lot and lot of changes in the quality of life of people with visual impairment, right? So once this computer came to the picture, this standalone devices like tape recorder or CD players, they went away, and we started to use this computer with the help of screen readers. Even then, also we had one challenge. That is, we had a software, screen reader software called JAWS, JAWS, right? It is not a freeware software. It is a commercial software for which we need to pay lump sum of amount. Because of that, we were very much limited by that commercial software. Only some of the institutions, that too well-established institution, only had had systems with JAWS. So you on regular basis you can we cannot use this computers. Whenever we had a chance to visit those facilitation centers, we would be using this computer with a computer that is enabled with JAWS. But by 2010, this the NVDA, a screen reader software called NVDA, Non-Visual Desktop Access. It is an open source software. That software came to the picture, and it simply opened up a great opportunity for people with visual impairment to access the computer without spending a single penny, right? So with that open source software, just if you are able to if you were able to afford a system, that too in minimal cost only, not to have very higher end models. Just you need to have a very basic computer. That's all, laptop or computer, whatever it is. Just with that very minimal configuration, if you have a system, simply you can install that NVIDIA on your system, and you can make use of it for your for the any sake, not only for this academic sake, for any sake, right? Then after that, the screen reader software and everything came to the picture. But how far the environment is disabled friendly? That became a $1 million question. Later, gradually, specifically government of India, even other government of other countries, specifically US and all, they are always ensuring the accessibility of people with visual impairment on each and every website. In such case, gradually the environment also has been becoming what is it, disabled friendly. So by 2020, all of the barriers got broken up by, in terms of screen reader softwares, or disabled friendly websites, or disabled friendly apps, disabled friendly softwares, and much more things. Of course, still we are having some accessibility issues on different softwares, but at least most of the basic softwares, or most of the basic websites, basic products are ensuring that people with visual impairment are having what is it? Having this accessibility to use their products. So this is what what is it? A gradual evolution of technology into the life of people with visual impairment to enhance the quality of their life, right? So this is the first phase. So then let us come to this. Later we will come to the strategy. first, as I told you, tools and technology. So there are three kinds of things that are very much attached with people with visual impairments life. The one is mobile phone technology. The another one is um, computer, and the third one is standalone device, standalone devices, right? So these three things are playing a significant role in what is it, in breaking the barriers of people with visual impairment to access the non-disabled people's life, I would say, because so far people with non-disability only had a chance to access each and every part of the world. But once this technology, that too accessible technology, got into the life of people with visual impairment, are playing started to play playing role in the life of people with visual impairment, they also had a chance to explore all the things under the sun, right? If you want to know certain things on James Webb, simply if you visit NASA website, they are, as I told you, they are also giving some accessibility things. So if you visit their website, you can access their knowledge. So such a way, people with visual impairment had a chance to compete with non-disabled people by via technology. So that is why only we say that bridging the gap, technology only, it bridges the gap um, between the knowledge of non-disabled people and the knowledge that has not been accessed by people with visual impairment. So it bridges, right? That gap is being bridged by the technology. So first, mobile apps. So the first one would be Lookout, app called Lookout, right? It is by Google. The second one is Seeing AI, Seeing AI. The third one is uh, the third one is Freedom Talk. So tech freedom, tech freedom. And the fourth one is Sullivan Plus, Sullivan. I repeat, Sullivan, Sullivan Plus, right? And the fourth one is the fourth one is Sullivan Plus, and another two apps are there. That is Envision AI, Envision AI, that is there, and Be My Eyes, Be My Eyes. These are the 6 fundamental apps that are very much attached with the livelihood of people with visual impairment. On your day-to-day life activities or chore activities, you can simply rely on these apps, right? Beside your academic things, you can simply rely on these apps for your day-to-day activities. If you, for instance, both Lookout and Seeing AI, with these two apps, instantly you can understand what is there in front of you just by clicking, just by giving permission to a camera of your phone, or a smartphone. You can simply instantly know your environment. Like if someone stands in front of you, that app will say one person is standing. In case if you have already recognized that person's face with his or her name, means we're like Karthik is standing in front of you, right? If people are if a group of people are standing and some of their faces got recognized already, means Karthik and so are standing among the group. Right? Such a way, it will give some feedback, voice feedback. So that with that kind of advancement, with the kind of technology, you can get to know your environment. Even some extent, you can understand the color or density of the light and much more. Many more things are there. Because of the time constraint, I am not in the position to explain each and every feature of that app. And the other two apps, the Sullivan Plus and the free Tech Freedom. These two are also these two apps are also doing the same things, but in a different way. But if you subscribe to this Freedom Tech software, that will incorporate different AI tools in the same platform to provide to provide variety of facilities. So just with your UDID card that is provided by Government of India, if you have that card with you, just you can subscribe to that app with that card number, so that you can make use of most of the AI features, right? And the remaining two, that is Envision and the Be My Eyes. Be My Eyes is a kind of a volunteer app. If you want to know your surrounding, or if you want to know something in front of you, or if you want to access something, some kind of physical things, if you tap that app button, instantly a volunteer will be there to help you out in real time, right? On real time, a volunteer will be there to help you out, right? Whereas Envision AI, that will rigorously help you in the field of academic, right? If you want to scan OCR, it is a kind of an OCR software. If you want to scan your PDF, instantly it will scan your PDF, and it will translate the same PDF into text format. You can even copy the text and paste it to somewhere else, right? Or else, if you want to make some addition or anything, you can do it such a way. These are all mobile apps, basic mobile apps. Of course, there are a number of apps are there on the app stores, both Apple and Android, both on the both platforms. There are a number of apps that are facilitating people with visual impairment to break their barriers. But these are the fundamental apps which are well renowned in the field of accessibility, right? And the second phase is computer, right? For people who are in the field of academic, right? Academic field sense, once you get into get into any institution, first I advise you to get a laptop. Of course, everyone holds mobile phone with us. Still, it is necessary to have a laptop, so that in a formal condition, you can read and you can access anything with the use of laptop or desktop, right? So this is what the like how people who are reading a book such a way. If you carry a laptop, simply everything will be under your control, right? So on the laptop, there are two main softwares. One is screen reader software. That is, as I told you, NVDA software is there. Again, I repeat, non-visual desktop access, right? That software is very much available. It is an open source software, so you can download it from the NV Access website. And the second one is Kurzweil Education System. Kurzweil, Kurzweil Educational System. It is a commercial software. Still, you can have this demo software. Once you install that software on your system, at least for next.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry, sir.
It's okay.
Sir, are you sharing screen? Are you sharing?
No.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. If you install that software on your system, at least for next 30 days, you can access the software on demo mode. After that, you can reinstall it, no issue. After that, you can reinstall it. But whereas if you access some of the website, you may able to find out some solution for it. Officially, I cannot mention it. Maybe later, if it is needed, maybe later we will do it. Fine. But I strongly suggest each and every individual person to have that software. That is, people with visual impairment to have that software on your system, because Kurzweil Education System software always ensures that people with visual impairment are having most opportunity, having most priority to access each and everything, like how non-disabled people, non-disabled people are accessing their books, like how they are keeping their bookmarks, right? like or how they are making certain comments on the comment on the just with the help of the pen or pencil on the like how they are scribbling, right? Footnotes like that they're taking footnotes, right? Such a way we do lot of things on cursor education system. Of course, there are few softwares like Daisy readers or EPUB readers. Those are all also providing such opportunity, but in compared to this cursor education system, those are all very limited in their features. So if you visit blindhelp.net, I repeat, blindhelp.net website, there you can download this software instantly. So first you install that software. You will be given this readme file also. So just if you refer that file, easily you will be able to install that software on your system. So install the software for the effective use of this technology. And if you install that software, even you can recognize the handwritten copies also. Because this OCR is inbuilt, right? Inbuilt feature of this software. So easily you can scan a PDF, or else you can scan physical books. Even as I told you, even you can scan handwritten copies also. So, but it is limited to English alone. Maybe if, some foreign languages are being supported, but Indian languages are not being supported. So for this English and some other foreign language, some extent you can rely on mostly you can rely on this Kurzweil software. Again, I repeat that the spelling of the software: KURZWEIL, Kurzweil Educational System, right? If you visit blindhelp.net, you can download the software, right? This is the second phase. The third phase, that is standalone devices. Standalone devices. Yeah, sir. Yeah. Thank you for this, that chat message. Fine. Then the third one is standalone devices. There are three significant standalone devices are very much helpful in accessing the materials that are being available in physical materials, I would say, right? If you go to library, you can borrow a book from the library, and if you place it on these three standard devices, simply you can scan those books. That book gets scanned, and you can read the book, right? So the first one is Kibo, KIBO, right? Kibo XX, Kibo, KIBO XX. That that is one of the what is it? Very yeah, Kibo space XX. Yeah, that is one of the standard device. The second one is SARA, 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 and the third one is Zoomax, right? The third one is Zoomax. So these three devices are providing a number of features, but specifically these are all especially made to give this OCR facility, right? So easily you can get your book scanned, get your handwritten copy scanned, or get your PDF things get scanned, and you can convert those things into text format and read them at anywhere. That is what, right? But Kibo, that offers wonderful what is it features, like you can fine. Kibo that gives a kind of instant translation feature. Uh, Someone is raising a hand.
By mistake.
Okay, sir. Fine. Then instantly you can translate things into another language, and as I told you, you can copy things and paste it somewhere else, and much more features are there on Kibo. And Sara, without having a system, having a computer, if you have the SARA machine, that is appliance, surely you can, without having system, you can get your book scanned and instantly you can read, because that machine offers inbuilt speech synthesis, right? So like how you are carrying your Kindle readers, such a way, if you have that uh, Sara machine with you, easily you can read things instantly without having the essence of, your uh, without having your computer. And the third one is ZoomX. ZoomX also like a keyboard, but it uh, it provides one great what is it feature, like instantly you can very soon you can get your book scanned very other soon, the sense very quickly you can you can scan your books instantly, and you can convert that book scanned format into different formats. So these are the three standalone devices that are popular in the field of accessibilities, and maybe these three things are cost much. Still, you can have a chance to access them, or you can make use of them uh, by visiting your university, nearby universities, because nowadays most of the universities have this HEPSN, that is higher education for persons with persons with special needs. That cell is there. So in that cell, they will surely have that. They will surely have those appliances. So if you go to such university cells and approach them, surely they will help you in help for you to get your book scanned or prepare your materials. So with this, as I told you, I provided very limited what to say limited softwares or limited apps only. Yeah, fine. So once you if you started to sorry, if you start to
Karthik, sorry, don't get disturbed. I'm just, share. I captured
okay,
whatever you
fine.
said and I'm sharing the details in the chat window.
Yeah,
So
sir,
you
thank you,
continue,
thank you.
please. I'm just
Okay,
sharing
fine.
whatever tools you said with the description and with the name of the tool, so that people, it's easier for them to,
Yeah, sir, yeah.
Please continue.
Yes, fine. So once you start to explore all these things, then only you can understand its importance, or then only you can what is it? Understand their importance. Because if you are go on listening things from the people, there is no use in it. Maybe some extent you may imagine it. Oh, this is how I can get benefited out of this technology. But once you get to know all these things on your hand, that is by exploring all these things, surely your quality of life, that is in connection to your education, academic field, academic endeavors, right? Surely you will get benefited out of all these things. Fine. Beside all these things, yeah, this is again. Yeah, fine. Uh, Beside all these things, I would like to make one point. First, if you get enrolled in any institution, regardless of it is a what is it, inclusive education system or integrated system, especially whatever it is, but first get to know certain people who are already there in that school, specifically school or whatever educate that institution, who are already exposed to all this technology first, right? And the second one, try to build your own peer group. Don't always reluctant to stay in touch with people just with already people with visual impairment are being stereotypes. But if we our own selves are being stereotyping ourselves, in the sense that is it is meaningless, right? So without having any hesitant, try to befriend people from different area. That is secondary. As I told you, try to stay in touch with people who can make use of all these technologies, at least who have knowledge over all these technologies, so that whenever a new technology is being updated or is coming to the picture, will be updated, right? So each and every day, the advancement of technology is being updated. Advancement of technology is inevitable, right? So unless or until we are being stay in touch with such updates or enhancements, we cannot compete with the what to say quote unquote normal people, right? Because these are all become very derogative terms nowadays in the context of disability studies, right? So try to be in touch with such people or try to be in touch with certain forums. So let me tell you certain forums on online forums. The first one is Access India. Access India. If you Google it, surely you can arrive at that page. Arrive on the page. Access India. That is first one. Regardless of what is it? The disabilities, any disability you could have been subject to, that is not a problem at all. If you get subscribed to this forum, yeah, fine. If you get subscribed to this thing, surely day-to-day updates will be posted on that group, right? That is mail list. That is first forum, right? Access India. The second one is blind academics. Blind academics, right? If you get subscribed to this worldwide, right? It is the first one is limited to India. The second one, worldwide, you can get to know people who are in the academic field and who are working in different areas, not only in English department or not only in Tamil, in economics, regardless of the certain limitations. Worldwide, you can stay connected with different variety of people who are sailing on the same boat, right? These are two remarkable forums that are providing wonderful chance for us to get to know things or stay touch with the same kind of people from the entire world, right? The other things, that is these are two significant forums. Certain online but the resources like jstore.org. I think most of the university students would know it, would be knowing. Still, jstore.org, that is very accessible online resource. And the second, Project Muse, that is one of the websites. And Taylor Francis. These are three websites which are very authentic and very scholarly what is the websites. So if you visit these three websites, surely you can without having any hurdles, surely you can download and even access any material with respect to your subject, right? And the another important resource is bookshare.org. Bookshare.org. Like how Kurzweil contributes to the life of people with visual impairment, this bookshare.org is especially made for people with visual impairment to access any book. It could be any book. If you, I will give you the number of the number, a phone contact number of the head of South India Bookshare South India. He will guide you to get your name or get your name registered in that website, so that that you can access any book, or even if you can't find any book on that website, you can make a request in another 1 month or a very limited time. Maybe 1 month would be very maximum time. In another in limited time, surely they will make that book available on the website, right? So first, let me provide that Yeah. Saran sir, could you please take down this number? Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sorry, I was
Yeah.
talking on mute. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, Kumaresan. His name is Kumaresan.
Okay.
9042
9042
3965
3965
13.
13. That's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
And
with his permission only, I'm sharing his number. Just now
email
only I
address
have.
is there? Any email address
No,
is
sir,
there?
he didn't provide his email address. But
Okay.
if you contact him on phone, instantly he will help you out, and he will help you to get your name registered in that on the website.
Bookshare.org, right?
It is only meant for people with visual impairment. You need to provide your what is it, disability ID card, so that only you can get registered on the website. So it is, as I told you, it is only bona fide visual impairment only can get enrolled their names. Fine. So as I told you, just I showed a tip of an iceberg only, but there are n number of chances or n number of opportunities are getting emerged. So it is up to us, up to our what to say, enthusiasm or whatever you can say, right? It is up to us to explore all those things to for the betterment of our life. So with this note, I just winding up my talk. Uh, there are some questions are there already sent to me. Uh, Beside that, if you have any other questions, also, I will address this. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you so much, sir. It is really, truly a fantastic session. Will absolutely be beneficial for all the participants. The methodology of the brain system was beautifully explained, shedding the lights on how the current education system, along with the modern technology and tools, are empowering visually impaired individuals to thrive in today's world. It was really a good session, and you also explained means comparing with the those days and the present days for the technology part, and also you explained the tools like ebook readers, screen readers, disable friendly websites, apps, softwares, and also given information about lookup, tech freedom, Zara, mission. So everything you have covered all the technologies and the strategies. So really, we are very much honored to have you, sir. So participants, if you have any questions, you can raise now.
Okay.
Please feel free to ask any sort of questions you have. Mr. Karthik would be more than happy to answer your
Yeah, yeah,
queries.
yeah.
And 30 participants here. So do you have any questions? Has given enormous information about technologies and tools. Um, oh, so that much information he has already given, right? So hope you all noted that. And if you have any questions, you can ask. Also, they has given a reference also. It's really good for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am. Before that, ma'am, there were 5 questions shared to me that was already raised by certain some of the participants while they're making while they were getting their names registered for this webinar. So the first
Okay,
one
sir.
is
Go ahead, please. Please go ahead.
general AI tools which can build a society with no drawbacks. I think this question is a bit, what to say, a tough question, you say, because no technology can always abruptly replace what is it, the real vision, right? So I'm not here romanticizing this vision, right? Sight, so without sight, we cannot such a way. I'm not romanticizing the sight. Still, just with the use of your white cane, that is walking stick is there, right? So white cane access is very much needed. So additionally, that is these technologies are added advantages only. So while you are using your walking stick or white cane, if you are using certain AI tools like Lookouts or Seeing AI, other some of the camera app tools, maybe you can get to know your environment somewhat more comprehensively. That's all. But full and fully, you cannot depend on these what to say these apps or these technologies. But in the field of academia field, surely you can entirely depend on this technology. So if you are not if you're not if you are keeping yourself away from this technology, means surely you are missing a wonderful chance. Because most of the time people with visual impairment are expected to show their excellency. Because if you are not enough if you are not enough to prove yourself in an institution, surely you'll be taken for granted only. That position only will be there. So in order to avoid such pathetic condition, always you should be able to uh, stay in touch with this technology, and you should make use of all these technologies, so that will benefit you, and ultimately that will benefit you, not to show off yourself. No, I'm not suggesting you to what is it, make use of all this technology, but always you should be able to prove yourself, right? For which surely these technologies will help you out, right? The second question: how to motivate the students in this new era? So first of all, once maybe this question will be from some of the professionals only, so I assume so. If so, first, on the first day of their enrollment itself, the people with visual impairment should be given wonderful orientation, both physically as well as psychologically, so that the confidence level of the confidence level would be what is it, raised, and they at least they will have some sort of confidence towards that particular institution, so that only they will feel that they are in a conducive environment. So that the orientation programs are very much important in enhancing the lives of people with visual impairment, especially in any academic institution, right? The third question: what are the AI tools in research sector? Uh, the first one, actually, being in the profession of teaching, simply I cannot always rely on this suggesting people to have certain AI tools, because we know how far these AI tools are helping out people to, what to say, minimize their work, right? So in good sense, actually, you should all those AI tools should minimize your work, right? So if you use like for an example, I mentioned this Envision AI, right? Envision AI. If you scan on PDF, and if you ask any question, like if you scan on calendar, right? Calendar. If you scan the calendar now, if you ask a date of one particular what to say holiday, surely it will give you the response, right? It will give you the answer. Such a way, even you can ask that AI tool to summarize what is there in that particular article. Such a way, even Chat GPT, Google Gemini, right? All these things are very much accessible. So without having any hurdle or impediment, surely you can access all those features, right? So um, that is what it is up to us whether we are using them or not. That is up to us. Once once you start to use using all those things, this sense, surely your life will get uplifted, right? And one more thing, I forgot to mention it. Microsoft is nowadays doing wonderful work, because they are giving what is it text to speech softwares on their own operating system, like even their speak engines are also very comprehensive. Their voices are so I would say even sweet and very what is it very clean and crystal clean, I would say, right? The crystal clean voice are there, so even you can use of them also. And even Microsoft PPT on Word, there are endless possibilities are there on the Word, right? So in case if you want to write your assignment, you want to write an assignment, just get a permission from your faculty and send your assignment on as an e-copy, right? So that the faculty can read that assignment, and he or she can make what is it that with the track changer track right, the track changer, right? Then with that feature you can highlight certain corrections, or if you need any editing things, even they can mention all these things, and in an accessible manner you can access all those corrections and commands and everything, provided that you are get to know all the keystrokes, that is key shortcuts. So with the screens with the screens sorry, key shortcuts only we are accessing this computer, right? So uh, it is very important for us to know different keystrokes, that is key short keys, right? Shortcut keys, right? Yeah, fine. What is the influence of technology in the modern education? Already responded, right? Uh, which bu- which music software is accessible for blind? Vato means I didn't get that particular word. Vato, right? Regarding this musical app, actually, I take it in the sense of a music player. So if you Spotify is very much accessible, right? YouTube Music, that is also very much accessible. These two are very much accessible on Windows VLC media player. You can rely on VLC media player. These three things are more than enough, actually, right? Fine. I think most of your questions were addressed, and I think I had answered to your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for answering questions and has given very good information for all. Yes, now I would like to call Mr. Kirishan, Secretary, CSECB chapter, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening to one and all present in this virtual gathering. I am here to propose the vote of thanks for today's webinar. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Being the Secretary of Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter, it's my pleasure to propose the vote of thanks on this evening for the webinar on empowering vision, tools, technology, and strategies for academic success, organized by the Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter. First of all, my thanks to Almighty for making today's event a grand success. I place on record my gratitude to Mr. R. Saravakumar for arranging this wonderful resource person of today's evening. I thank you, sir, for your presence as well. Dr. L. Venkateshan, Vice Chairman, and all the MC members of CSI Coimbatore chapter for being part of today's virtual gathering. Thank you all for your valuable presence. My sincere thanks to the guest and resource person of this evening, Mr. Karthik, who is working as a guest lecturer of English in Government Arts and Science College, Avinashi, Coimbatore. Mr. Karthik, it was a delightful session. We have gained more information on the various applications, the tools and techniques that are useful for the visually challenged students to gain success in their academics. For your information, there are few students who are actually visually handicapped, and they are studying in I think in Sangara Arts and Science College, Saranambatti. If I can give somebody's contact, it will be helpful for them. I have given that link and all. I think some of them have joined and most of them had not joined. Actually, it was a wonderful session and more informative because we were not knowing all these things, which are all helpful for the visually impaired students for gaining success in their academics. Your session was an inspiring one, not only to us, to everyone who are attending this meeting. And many thanks from CSI Coimbatore for taking efforts to be with us this evening, Mr. Karthik. Thank you, Mr. Karthik. I take this opportunity to thank our office staff, Mr. Durvesh, who has been in the background making this event to be more successful. Thanks, Durvesh. My thanks to Dr. Radha Damodaran, the MC member of CSI, for carrying out this session and for the coordination rendered. Thanks, ma'am. Last but not the least, it's my privilege to thank all the faculty members, the students from various colleges who had been with us this evening, attending this webinar to get more insights on the technologies and the applications which are useful for the visually impaired. Thank you all for actively participating in this webinar. Once again, thanks.